From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your weather tonight.
Clouds starting to break up a little bit as we head deeper into the overnight and the early morning hours of Thursday. That allows temperatures to cool down to the mid to upper 50s for morning lows here. So a little more crisp than what we've seen the past couple mornings. Staying dry through the overnight hours and through the early morning hours of Thursday. But clouds increase as we head closer to the late morning and midday. Showers and thunderstorms come back as we head into the midday and the afternoon as well. Warming quickly into the lower 70s by 10 a.m. into the upper 70s and lower 80s for daytime highs as we head to the afternoon. Here's your futurecast breakdown. Clouds breaking up out there deeper into the overnight before they come right back northward Thursday morning, starting in the mid to upper 50s, maybe lower 60s in a few places, warming through the 70s into the lower 80s in spots by midday and afternoon. Now, there's also going to be a wedge of cooler air coming in from North Georgia and the Carolinas on this northeasterly wind we've been having north of that frontal boundary. That wedge boundary may get as far west as I-65 tomorrow afternoon, sparking off showers and thunderstorms. Another thing it's going to do is keep southeast Tennessee and northeast Alabama cooler. Areas east of, say, Lincoln County, Tennessee, and Madison and Marshall counties, Alabama tomorrow, highs may only be in the 60s while we're in the lower 80s over much of our area. And that boundary will spark off showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, continuing on into the evening. Locally heavy downpours. 1 or 2 storms could be locally strong with gusty winds and small hail, much like we may see on any summer or late spring afternoon before they fade away deeper into the overnight with a loss of daytime heating. Much of Friday for the daytime hours, I want to stress that the daytime hours for Friday may be mostly dry. Can't rule out a scattered shower or thunderstorm, but better rain chances Friday night into at least the first half of Saturday, although it may linger into the early afternoon as this frontal boundary sags southeastward, bringing eventually slightly cooler and drier air to the area. But before it does, locally heavy downpours and some gusty storms. Quiet starting Sunday, and that may last on into the middle of next week. Upper 70s, lower 80s for Thursday, mid to upper 70s Friday, and then a little bit cooler over the weekend, especially the morning lows Sunday morning, Monday morning, well down into the 50s with a drier air moving in for a few days. We're getting closer to the start of the Atlantic hurricane season that begins June 1st, so we're starting our daily tropical outlooks. Nothing going on here, not expecting Atlantic hurricane or tropical development at least for the next 7 days. Beyond that, just too far out to really tell, but within the scope of anything believable here the next week or so, no development expected, but we're ticking closer to the start of that hurricane season. And as always, we'll be watching things carefully for you. As you get that first cup of coffee in the morning, mostly clear to partly cloudy, starting out between the mid to upper 50s to the lower 60s, and warming well on up into the upper 70s and the lower 80s as we enter the afternoon. Partly sunny skies out there with scattered showers and thunderstorms becoming a better bet midday, afternoon, and toward the evening hours. Locally heavy downpours. A few storms with gusty winds or small hail. That means there could be a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, even though the threat of organized severe weather is not really there, and we're not talking about tornado warnings, anything like that. Any late spring or summer afternoon or early evening, you can see a stray severe thunderstorm warning. So as always, be weather alert. Head indoors away from windows with any thunderstorm that pops up, whether has a warning or not, because of lightning concerns, so you'll be just fine. Most of Friday dry, maybe a shower in the afternoon. Better chances of rain and thunderstorms Friday night into at least the first half of Saturday, gradually diminishing into the afternoon. That leads us to drier air from Sunday all the way into the middle of next week. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna's back in the morning with another update to your local weather right here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center.